Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where we are currently working on taking our upgraded rover model to Duna. And I've already set up a maneuver for us here. This is just a simple slingshot around the moon that slings us out of the Kerbin system. So let's just go ahead and warp ahead to that point. Excellent. And we will get out of here. Apparently I've missed the alignment slightly. We'll fix that on the way in. This is a 50-second burn, so we will need to burn this at T-minus 25 seconds. So we'll fix our alignment. There we go. And we'll just warp ahead towards T-minus 25. Something along the lines of that. And off we go. We will, of course, have to double check, but we've got plenty of pad space between us and the moon. This should be no real problem. Let's get ourselves flung out into deep space. We're going to have to land this thing at largely the same location that our current rover is landed, but that will make things much easier because we have a marker there. And we can always drive it somewhere else. And realistically, once this lands, the other rover is fully obsolete, and we don't really need it anymore. We'll probably keep it around, though. No real reason not to. So we are almost to our desired orbit here. We will be there quite shortly. Okay, I'll just push in a little more cautiously, and there we go. Actually, you know what? Let's just do that. Get there slightly quicker. Check this periapsis. Plenty safe. Okay. Fantastic. So this is on its way now. And of course, we need to zoom way out and set our destination as Duna. Duna is our target. Our ascending and descending node doesn't need to be changed tremendously. What is our intercept looking like? Do we have a window here? Probably not. Yeah, no, that's a negative. Okay, that's fine. We can just wait in orbit. Maybe two. One will do. We'll push this out slightly further. We could burn some extra fuel to make sure that we get there after one orbit, I suppose. But I think we can just delay our burn. Yeah, this is fine. We can just delay our burn to here. What's that intercept look like? Yeah, we can adjust that. We're definitely going to need to... Where's our maneuver node? There it is. We're definitely going to need to fix that inclination issue of 0.1 degrees. In fact... That's interesting. That's very interesting. We may want to just fix our inclination issue first. So then, we are currently here. The ascending node would be the next point that we would need to do that at. So then we would just put in a quick burn, like, nope, other direction. There we go. Just match planes, something like that. Only 9.4 meters per second. That'll do. And then we can find a slightly better encounter after that. So that is 84 days out. I do want to check to see how far away our solar gateway object is. I think it's further than that, but let's just double check that quick. So we'll hop into the tracking station, and we'll see 96 days versus 84 days. Okay. So inclination change it is. We don't want to warp beyond that, though, that's for sure. So let's just warp to next maneuver. Actually, we can't auto-warp that far. Can we auto-warp this far? No, we cannot. We can, however, auto-warp this far. Hello, Moon. You're, approaching a little more slowly than I'd like. Okay, that should be us transitioning into the moon's sphere of influence. Yes, indeed. And then we'll warp to here, which is just outside of the moon's sphere of influence. Goodbye, Moon. Thanks for the assist. Excellent. So we are now escaping. So our next warp point... Can we warp to the next maneuver? Yes, we can. That is our next warp point. Goodbye, Kerbal. It's nice knowing you. We were even flung out the correct direction. That's convenient. Okay. So this is a burn time of half a second. I'm going to thrust limit these down to about 10%. Gonna have to do this individually for all of them. 10%. There we go. And 4. There we go. Okay. Just had to make sure they were all the same so that we weren't pulling in any single direction. And actually, I did fail that one. There we go. 10, 10, 10, 10. Perfect. So this is a burn time of 4 seconds now. So we want to burn at T minus 2 seconds, which we will happily do. Which is just in a couple of seconds here. 8 to be precise. And yes, I know the solar panel on the rover is not extended. That is on purpose. We are burning now. Okay, call that good. Correct? Yeah, that's fine. So our next point is, of course, to put in an intercept. And we're probably going to have to wait in orbit because our window is not great. Okay, there we go. Just do it over here. Ooh, yeah, this'll do. Okay, what's that look like? Slightly awkward, to be clear. I don't actually want any radial right now. Get rid of that. And I would like to be working with the prograde marker. Okay, so that's increased DV. That's fine. This gives us an Ike encounter. I'm not looking for an Ike encounter. Okay. This would give us an Ike encounter, but we would be circularizing before then. So that's fine. We'll just bring this in to around 100 kilometers, ideally. There we go. Now that's a solid encounter right there. And then we just do a braking burn right here. Fantastic. That is, of course, 1 year and 225 days out, so we're not going to be doing that anytime soon. Because we have another project to work on. Speaking of other projects, I'm just going to steal some money out of our primary station account in X4 and put that into the construction budget quick. There we go. It was bothering me. The construction budget wasn't, or the construction wasn't progressing because it had no budget, but there was a bunch in the station account, so I'm just like, I can just do that real quick. And so I did. Okay, so the auxiliary module here is 12 days away from its maneuver. And this maneuver is not a real maneuver. This is just to mark when we're going to be rendezvousing with the solar gateway. So, we need to make sure that we are on target retrograde. There we go. We're about 12 days away from our rendezvous. The solar gateway is... I'm not sure it's visible yet. Should be same plane as us, pretty much. But its distance is... yeah, that's not going to be visible yet. That's quite a long ways out. So let's just go ahead and warp forward these 12 days. And just let the solar gateway draw ever closer. Currently about 80 million meters out. You can see our target velocity is going down right now, which is ideal. Separation of 558.2 kilometers, huh? Okay. So our current distance is out there, to be sure. But I want to warp us to here, still about another day out. Okay. We're now about 3 million kilometers out. Let's warp us another hour forward. Okay. We are currently 1.2 million meters out. Let's warp forward another half hour. We are 1 million meters out. Make that 800,000. We're 600,000 meters out. We're going to warp forward 10 more minutes. We have plenty of delta V for this maneuver. 500,000 meters out. The separation is only supposed to be 500 meters? Oh, no. 558.2 kilometers. That makes more sense. We're going to warp to here, and then we're going to kill our speed, I think, at this point. We're actually getting further away right now. So we're going to kill our speed now. And then we're going to need to do a get closer maneuver, which is simple enough. And you can see here that our separation is remaining largely the same, even though our relative speed is dropping. But that's expected. The distance with the solar gateway is still growing, and I'm not a fan of this. We're still about 200 meters per second apart. This has to be floating point issues. It's the only thing I can figure. We'll just not rely on any of this. And we'll just go by essentially dead reckoning. We're about 50 meters per second apart. Make that 20. 10. And let's just bring this on in. There we go. And now we are not moving at all relative to the target. And I just realized Valentina doesn't have the ability to point at target. We're going to have to go looking for the target node. That's awkward. Does this thing have... It does not. Okay. Well, this is target node here. Is this target or anti-target? I can't remember. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure this is target. We'll find out. Okay, let's freeze those physics there. Just position ourselves target. One meter per second. That is target. Fantastic. We're going to burn this up to 100 meters per second. Actually, 50. Yeah, that'll be fine. How long is our encounter away? Okay, 31 kilometers would be our separation. Is it getting any closer if we burn towards target from here? 31.1. No. Okay. So we're going to have to do another get closer maneuver. That's fine. We will go ahead and warp to here. And then we're going to have to go to target retrograde, which is going to be anti-target, essentially. We're missing by a little bit, but that's fine. So we're currently about 50 kilometers out. We should be able to see it by now. Right? It should be out there. See, this is anti-target, essentially. It should be... Yeah, there it is. 50 kilometers out. Fantastic. Okay, when do we want to arrest this momentum? We're still getting closer right now. That's still 14 minutes away. We'll go ahead and warp a little bit closer, and then we'll cut the velocity in a moment here. Separation of 31.2. We're already closer than that, but we're going back up, so we are just going to kill our relative velocity now. Definitely having what I believe are floating point issues. That's fine. Okay, now we'll point at target, which is over this way. Have to do that one manually. This is going to be interesting. You know what we could do? We could put a better pilot in here. We need to transfer crew anyway, right? So we could, in theory, the cupola module seats 1, if I recall correctly. We could put Valentina somewhere else, but yeah, we're going to need to transfer crew anyway, so we could put somebody who's a little bit better at docking up in this. Okay, let's go ahead and burn in at about 20 meters per second. 22. Separation of 0.7 kilometers. That's fine. We are going to want to get a little closer than that. Let's just get flipped around here. Okay, physics warp does some interesting things. Noted. We're going to warp forward a little bit here. At 50x. And we are currently about 10 kilometers out. Okay, we'll take it off of time warp right now. Our separation is, what, 0.7 kilometers. So we can actually bring this down like 1 more kilometer. So at about 1.0 kilometers. And we will kill our relative velocity now. There we go. Now we'll need to point at target again. Let's see, is this anti-target down over here? I believe so. Yeah, that's anti-target. We're going to have to flip all the way around. Which is fine. Okay, I'll just freeze physics there so that we get aligned a little bit better. Excellent. We're pointed at target now. And we're going to bring this in at about 1.5 meters per second right now. Actually, we'll bring it in at 2 meters per second. There we go. We'll align this prograde. And then we'll do our braking maneuver in just a little while. What's our current interception? Separation of 0.0 kilometers. Technically, we're probably not going to want to be quite that close. Let's warp in a little faster here. 700 meters out. .500 meters out as of now. 400. We just need to be within 200 meters. Which we are now. Okay. SAS off. RCS, what are you doing? Okay. So, we've got a small problem. We need to kill this relative velocity. Okay. We're going to need to locate that. We're still moving a little bit relative to the vehicle over here, which I'm not necessarily okay with. So let's see if we can't locate our prograde or retrograde marker. It should be over here. Or it's just gone. That could be too, I suppose. We're moving towards the target right now, right? I think we're moving towards the target. Okay. SAS goes off. And we need to change our cutting here. I'm doing this by holding Alt and pressing the direction that I want to change it. So we need to do a little bit of roll change. There we go. Right about like that. Okay. SAS. Just hold firm right there. We need to point at the target. So let's go this direction. See if we can't get that arrested and come up over here. No, not that way. I want you to come this direction. There we go. Fantastic. That's the right way. So much easier when the SAS can handle it. Okay, so we'll just point right at this. Like that. Freeze those physics. There we go. RCS. Okay. Get rid of those RCS a little bit there. So I now know the direction that we're going. That's helpful. So we want to head over to the retrograde marker here. About like this. There we go. We will freeze these physics. There we go. There. No relative motion. Fantastic. Gonna quick save here, because this is where this starts to get potentially a little dangerous. So, can we transfer crew Valentina into here? Yes, we can. So she's now in the mobile processing lab. We're going to hop over here, and we've got Raycast, Lingen, Toming, Ursel, and Jebediah. Okay, Jeb. This is your moment of glory. You're going to EVA, and you need to go up over here. So you're going to let go. This is dangerous, which is why I've quick saved. He's going to let go. And he is simply going to make his way up over this way. And off he goes. You can do this, Jebediah. I have faith. Where is the crew hatch? It's on the bottom. Okay. We're going to need to go this way a little bit. And here we come. Let's turn like so. Excellent. Let's just come on in over here. And in comes Jebediah to pull off the actual docking. And mostly because we need to do a crew transfer in space here anyway. I don't know if we're going to need to hop Valentina out of this crew, or out of this science module first. We'll see. Okay, Jeb, I'm going to need you to get over here. We'll grab and board. So who's in charge? No crew there. Okay, so no one is currently piloting. So we're going to transfer Jeb to the cupola module. And Jeb is now piloting, which means we have access to the target nodes. which is great. And with that, that did complete our contract parameter to transfer crew around the sun. So that is fantastic. And now we are ready to begin our docking procedure to finalize our solar gateway here. And once that is done, we will have this contract done, and then all we'll need to do is a couple more contracts here, and then we'll call this series good for now. So that's the plan. However, it is time to put a cut in here. So next episode, we're going to get this docked in, and we're going to start working on these last couple of little bits that we need to do here. So that is fantastic. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.